This is the easiest cow farm for Minecraft Bedrock, and it's going to get you steak, leather, and XP, so settle in and let's build. The first thing you want to do is find an area that you're comfortable building the farm in, because this thing is going to be loud. I don't use sound, but if you do play with sound and you build this in the middle of your base, you might end up getting a little bit annoyed, so keep it close but far enough away that you don't have to listen to the constant splashing and the constant mooing of the cows. With that, we're going to dig out a 2x2 hole, place down a double chest in the front, and run 2 hoppers into the back of those chests. It is super important that your hoppers are running into the chest and not into the ground, so again, make sure that they're running into the chest. From there, we're going to grab our stairs now, remove these 2 blocks in front of the chest, and place down a set of stairs. We're then going to grab our blocks now and remove these 4 blocks, replace them with building blocks, that way we're not looking at any of the ugly dirt. We're then going to place down 3 blocks on this side, 3 blocks on this side, 2 blocks across the back, and we're going to do the same thing on this, except we're going to leave this block empty, place down a block right here, grab your dispenser, place down the dispenser in this hole, and then we're going to go ahead and place down a lava bucket inside here, and that is actually going to be how we kill the adult cows once they grow up from babies in this bottom chamber. Next, we want to grab our signs, and we're going to place down a sign right here and a sign right here. We're then going to grab our blocks again, and we're going to build up 3 blocks here, 3 blocks here, and then we're going to place down 2 temporary blocks just above those signs. From here, we are going to extend this out to be 2 blocks wider. We're going to extend this to create a hole, creating a 2x2 platform here. We're then going to grab our blocks again, and we're just going to finish this off, creating a giant lip. And then on the front here, we're just going to finish this off with a row of blocks. Inside of this hole now, we're going to grab our water buckets, place down 2 water buckets at the back of the farm. That way the cows are going to flow into the chamber. Every time you breed cows up here, the baby cows are going to go through an eventual slit. We're going to add that in a second, which is then going to allow the babies to drop down into this bottom chamber here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our glass and we're going to fill in the front with our glass blocks. These don't have to necessarily be glass, but if you do want to see the farm in all of its glory, I do recommend using glass. Additionally, if you want to kill the cows with a Looting 3 sword rather than using lava, simply remove these 2 bottom glass and replace it with 2 half slabs, which is going to allow you to kill off the cows down here. I would recommend using the lava though, because you get cooked steak, but if you want to trade the raw beef with villagers, you can absolutely do that. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and replace that with normal glass. We're then going to grab our stairs. We're going to place down a stair right here, a stair right here, and just create a staircase going all the way up. Now this part is optional, but I do just think it looks a lot better if we go ahead and fill all of this in. It makes it look like a sturdy build rather than just kind of thrown together. So just fill in that wall, and we already put our lava bucket in here, absolutely, so let's go ahead and cover that as well. And the last thing we have to do is go ahead and place down an oak button here, and when we go ahead and press it, it's going to dispense the lava, wait for it to get to the other side, and then click it again, and it's going to retract the lava. That is the killing mechanism, but now we have to get our cows in here, so that way we can breed them. So I'm going to go ahead and get 2 cows up into this chamber. And doing that really couldn't be any easier. I've gone ahead and grabbed my wheat. I'm going to go up the staircase. They're going to go ahead and follow me. Come over to this platform here, and then just simply nudge your cows into the reservoir. And we already have a baby cow, but I mean, it's going to eventually grow up. Oh, I just fell down. Let's head back up here, and then let's just go across. And this process, well, that guy just walked right in. So perfect. Once you have 2 cows in here, at least 2 cows in here, we're going to grab our fence posts and place down 4 fence over top of the cows, remove that fence post, and now they're going to bob a little less, which is going to make it easier to breed them. But now all we have to do is go ahead and breed the adult cows so that we get more cows. And once we have about 50 cows in this upper reservoir, or however many you deem fit for your device, because lower end devices are going to have a lower mob cap, meaning that the more mobs you have, the laggier your world. So keep that in mind if you are on a low end device. But again, the more cows you have up here, the more steak and the more leather you're going to get from the farm. So we're just going to breed these guys up until we have quite a few, and then we're going to have to, well, we'll get there. And after breeding up your cows, it should look something like this. And again, I don't play with sound, but if you do, this is a very noisy farm. The next thing we have to do, and the last thing we have to do, is we have to replace these temporary blocks that are blocking off the water with our signs, so that way we can start having the babies drop down rather than just keeping the babies up here to breed them into more adult cows. So the best way to do that is, unfortunately, just go ahead and break this block. You might have some baby cows. I managed to wait so that there are no baby cows, but we're just going to place down a sign right there, And unfortunately, I didn't think this one through, so we're gonna have to remove one of our glass blocks and go ahead and place down another sign right there. And just like that, we now have a working farm. Go ahead and replace that glass. And all we do now is take our wheat, come up here, and just breed up our cows, and then all of the baby cows are going to fall down into that bottom chamber, and we're also going to collect all of the XP from breeding the cows, and if you're using a looting 3 sword, then you are also going to collect the XP for killing the adult cows down in the bottom chamber. But once you have them all breeded up like I just did, you'll see that all of the baby cows are going to eventually fall down here, and when they do, we are just going to go ahead and rebreed these cows about every minute or so, which is going to allow for just insane cow rates. So every 20 minutes, a baby cow should grow up into an adult cow, which means that we can breed these guys about 20 times before we have a single adult cow down here. And if we do this for an hour, we are going to get plenty and plenty of cow. Steak? Beef. Cooked beef. No, steak. And after breeding them for literally like 20 minutes, you should have something that looks like this. Tons and tons of cows up here, all ready to be bred. Again, about every minute or so, they are going to be ready to breed. We're going to collect all of the XP. And if we come down here, you're going to see that we have the adult cows, some baby cows, and some more XP. If we go ahead and press the button, like I showed you earlier, we're going to press it, wait for it to hit the other side, and then immediately press it off. These cows are eventually going to die due to the fire, and then all of the drops are going to end up inside of here. And as you can see, we have the steak, we have the leather, and that is quite a few drops. So with about 20 minutes of passively farming these things, we managed to get 46 steak and 29 leather. And again, if you did choose to use looting 3 instead of cooking the steak automatically, you would get even more steak and leather. But yeah, this is an amazing farm. And look, I'm sorry, you guys probably already know your fate. And if you went the other way and you want to trade with a villager, then simply replace this bottom glass with our slabs, and we're just going to go ahead and kill all of these cows with our looting 3 sword. If you had sharpness on this, then you would get even more, and no need in killing the babies, they're not ready to be harvested yet. But as you can see, I guess this is an addition to what we got, but I mean, there were way fewer cows and we got 32 raw beef. We can go ahead and take that, go to our butcher, and just trade that up for some emeralds and some XP. So if you're looking for emeralds, then this is also a pretty easy way to get those. And to get your villager in here, just have a torch, have a smoker, and make sure that there's a bed nearby. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. I hope you guys like this little shorter tutorial style where I'm doing I'm going to try and do all the farms, and I'm doing double uploads during the summer. So yeah, my name is OneUpMC. Consider subscribing and leaving a like, and I will catch you guys in the next one.